Energy body is all out of whack, I swear. This morning I woke up with pipe entity attachments attached to the back of my body where my kundalini is, in which I had entities coming into a fro. They call them the Wanalulers or some shit like that, in which they were feeding upon my body, my energy body, my consciousness. You know, they were feeding on the top of my fucking head, off of my soul, draining me of my spiritual gifts and my abilities on top of that. You know, I could feel them literally moving around and controlling parts of my spirit astral body. The infestation has gotten so fucking severe. The worst thing about this thing is that it seems like I can't shake and let off these entity attachments, these roach entity attachments for the life of me. I killed the higher self of one of them, called Barbara the Roach Queen, or Rosie the Roach Queen. She's this blonde-haired woman who wears glasses in the astral realm and wears the red Victorian era type dress that Barbara, the entity attachment, wears. Very diabolical, evil entity. It's actually, in fact, a roach disguised as a person, kind of like an Edgar suit. You know, these things keep putting entity attachments on me and then telling me things like, if you remove that, you know, that's, you're going to have like a major roach infestation. And, you know, I had it up to here with dealing with these fucking things. These things keep shifting me from timeline to timeline. They at the front of my fucking brain. My spirit brain, my soul's brain. I just recovered it just now. These things are really motherfucking evil. And they're hell-bent to keep me trapped and stuck, whereas they say they can feed off of me forever. It's more than just keeping me miserable. It's literally feeding off of me and my energy body and my soul. That's how drastic the situation is. It's no joke what I'm facing and what I'm up against. And I can't seem to get rid of these things. I can't seem to shake them off of me. There's one called Rosie that's located here, crown chakra area, that totally compromised my defenses and allowed for parasitic entities to come in. As a matter of fact, I want to go ahead and talk about Rosie and the timeline I got took out of on August 22nd, 2022. I'm not going to lie, I've had like a lot of spiritual help in regards to dealing with this issue, repairing my energy body and so forth, my soul body. Like I say, the infestation is getting extreme. These things they keep shifting me from timeline to timeline. You know, I don't know what's going on with my energy body for me to be able to shift from timeline to timeline like so easily. You know, it makes me wonder if I'm still in the physical body or not. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. With that being said, on August 22nd, 2022, I got taken out of my body. My, what they call, now I'm forgetting shit. I mean, they literally, these things have literally, they've eaten like my soul's consciousness in the back of my fucking head. The damage is really, really severe. But on August 22nd, 2022, my main consciousness, along with my whole consciousness, as they call it, which is in the front of your head, and your overall consciousness, which is in the back, got taken out of my body. And it got placed inside a realm where, from what I saw through my third eye, and from what I was told, I was trapped in a jar in the astral plane, in a realm that was made to look like Earth, but isn't supposedly. So they replaced me with a young lady named Rosie. Her energy signature is red, by the way. She has a red energy signature. And to make a long story short, she's been occupying my body, taking my spiritual gifts, and taking my entire life ever since then. To make matters worse, and I've actually seen this through my third eye to be true, the worst thing about it is that, well, these things have fucked up my energy body to the point where I just... They like to keep people in tranquil or else, really close to death so that they could harvest their soul and pull it out their body. It's a very dire situation I'm in. But anyways, the worst part about this situation is that she killed my parents 2 months after she took over my body. I'll show you how they look. Try to disguise them or fuck with the energy, She might try to disguise them, so just be very, very careful of that in the astral plane. But anyways, with that being said, she took them out of their bodies. Her parents are still living in their bodies, by the way, in that timeline. She took my parents out their body and placed them in a hell realm, a dark realm full of giant cockroaches that eat off of people, where they were strapped to a cross and eat. And I saw literally all of that through my third eye. She's gained my spiritual gifts, my powers. And after taking over my body, they placed me supposedly in my mind in the roach realm, which is where I stand today, where I'm surrounded by roaches, roach attachments, they call them, like what I showed you last night. Here, I'll show you again. Roach attachments that look like that like to harvest, energy harvest off of people, that like to feed off of people. They're very extremely animalistic, and they're very, very sentient. They're extremely intelligent, and they don't let go. And these things are hell-bent and feel an entitlement, an entitled consciousness. They feel entitled to feed off of me. And to damn near leave me half dead like they did last night, every single fucking night. It's not a matter of draining. It's a matter of these things being intelligent enough to be able to place entity attachments on me and in me to allow other parasites to be able to come in and feed off of my body. And I can literally feel entities, like one entity attachment that was a former spirit guide called Eden, feeding off of my body. My fucking soul body is way out of fucking whack. Put them two harp things way in the fucking... I feel like I feel like I have three fucking consciousnesses in the front. My energy body is way out of whack. These things have totally fucking destroyed my soul, my energy body. they've been gotten that deep. They've been gotten that deep to the point of my soul, and they're feeding off of that literally. And I'm at a major disadvantage. I just don't know what to do. They keep putting entity attachments upon entity attachments in my body. That's designed to confuse me, and tell me, oh, this is, your real consciousness. To say stuff like that, I can feel them, constantly putting shit. No, that's not supposed to be there. Let's cut an entity attachment off. That's the thing about these things. These things constantly put entity attachments upon entity attachments in you and on your body so that you can't fight them off. And, I'm not that aware about the spiritual body. I don't know which is which. That being said, these things were basically set upon me to be in charge of keeping me from being able to get back in my original timeline. Along with keeping me from being unable to be able to get my spiritual gifts back. And it's a terrible, I hear these things laughing right now as I talk about this. It's a terrible thing to be trapped by something that other people can't see and can't hear. From what I understand, the two entities that were placed in charge of keeping me from getting into that timeline was palette numbering. That looks like Archangel Michael. And from what else I was told as well, Baron Samedi. That's what I was told was placed in charge of keeping me from being able to get back into my original timeline, along with these entities. But they're hell-bent to keep me stuck and keep feeding off of me. And it's like every single fucking new day, it's a new fucking fight against these things. It's a new entity attachment that's placed on my body that I got to remove. That's hell to remove. It's very, very complex to remove. Then the minute I remove that, it becomes something else. And now it's gotten to where it's to the bone. These things are in my spiritual DNA. Anyways, I've had a lot of help in the spirit realm. Not gonna lie, a lot. But the situation I'm facing is just too extreme and dire, to say the least. I've had quite a few folks come to help me out, get me back in that timeline. The other night, my consciousness got hooked up to hers, and I saw just how fucked up my energy body is by looking at hers. Her life force was nice and warm, full of memories, my memories. Meanwhile, my consciousness is to the point where it's been pretty much fucking eaten up. An entity named Eden ate that. The one I was telling you about, that's a former spirit guide. I tried tearing that bitch up, putting her in boxes and all sorts of things. And she also has an acquaintance with another spirit guide that's also fucked up in the head. That was a former spirit guide of mine. None of these things have infiltrated my body to where they can cut off my fucking hearing now, man. It's scary. It's like it's going to get to the point where I almost have no control over my body. I experienced that earlier this morning where I couldn't do parts of my astral body, my astral self. That's very fucking scary. But anyways, I had some folks try to lead the way to connect my consciousness to hers so that I can get back in my body. In a lot of my timelines, I'm just going to say it's a shame what's been stolen from me, what's been taken from me. I'm in no position to be able to help my parents out and be able to get back to my timeline. Stop putting shit on me. Stop this shit. These things keep putting fucking entity attachments upon me, man. These things are fucking... it's like the more I fight them off, the more vicious they get. But roach attachments don't fucking give up. That's the problem with them. You have to kill these fucking things, get rid of their realm or something to make them stop. Put them in a box. That's what I did. That's it. I'm not gonna lie. I feel dead inside. I totally feel disconnected. From God. My intuition. Shouldn't be stuck like this. I shouldn't be trapped like this with evil fucking entities feeding off me and devouring me every single day, saying to me constantly, nonstop, we want you to live homeless for the rest of your fucking life. Be a schizo, go schizo for the rest of your life. That's what these things do at the start of this curse. That's what one lady that was telling me about them was saying. They like to drive people crazy. But in this case, it's extreme. They've done taken over my body, my soul, everything. Literally. And I just, they've done taken out my fucking throat chakra. Every aspect of yourself that represents yourself in an effort to make me really, really hollow. And I need to find that one fucking bomb that can set me free. But anyways, I need to get back to my timeline. There's nothing that kills me more than the fact that, that eating entity ate my memories. I'm disconnected from my memories. These things have even gone as far as to destroy my connection to my timeline so I can never get back. And they did a good job of that. They totally destroyed the entity attachment connecting me to my timelines. They totally fucked it up. replace other evil, fucking vicious. I'm not gonna even call them diabolical, just very evil, vicious entities in charge of keeping me stuck, like they're just hell bent to feed and to eat me up over time. I felt them eating my consciousness. I could feel them eating my consciousness last night. A barrage of them were eating up my consciousness to the point where I had nothing left. I only had my middle consciousness, my medulla oblongata. Otherwise, I would have had nothing. And that's when I placed the asses in the motherfucking jar. These things have to fucking die. They're spirits. I don't know how you kill a fucking spirit entity attachment. I don't know how you can kill these type of entity attachments, man, because they're very tricky. You know, it's more than just entities that come from the mind of Barbara and David Rayner. These are very sentient, evil, hostile motherfuckers. They're just hell-bent to make you either commit suicide or, you know, kill you off, kill off your consciousness. Every single day I feel them eating me up right now. From what I understand, they were launched by that girl, Rosie. Rosie put them on me, as well as her ancestors when I tried to get back in my timeline. She has a series of entity attachments. That's designed to make it hard to get back my body. It's a fucking shame. In addition to being energy harvest off of, I can't get back my body. I almost think I'm fucking dead because I switch timelines so fucking easily and I can feel it. You know, it's palpable. I can literally feel it. When I connected back to that timeline, I felt it. And that got taken away by her ancestors. Her ancestors in multiple timelines. It's the bane of why these roach attachments are on me. Really, really fucking bad. You can't see it, but I can feel these things eating on me. Bite me. There's nothing literally anybody can do. It's like the minute I resolve one issue, they start intimidating me, saying that we're going to take that over. You know, it's fucked up where my life is headed. I don't want my life to be like this. You know, not that long ago, I was a happy, ebullient young woman. And now I'm just a pale shadow of my fucking self, and it shouldn't be. These things demand to be fucking fed. Feed off of me is what they call roach food. These things need some type of raid on them. They need something that's gonna just get them out the fucking spirit realm and get them away from me. Because when I felt that connection to my timeline, man, I knew right then and there everything that they say and what I saw to my third eye is true. I need to get back so I can feel whole again. Happy and healthy and